Hi everybody, welcome to Nazo's Circus. How are you guys doing? I am fine. It's a Friday evening and I'm just relaxing. Today, I thought I'd record this episode, and the theme is women. Since we just celebrated International Women's Day, and so my guest today is an amazing woman. She'll kill me. I think she's even hiding her face. My guest today is an amazing woman doing great things. But before we even start, let her introduce herself. So can you tell us a bit about yourself, lady?
Hi, I am Tobore Emorhokpor. What else do you want to know about me?
So where do you live? Are you married?
So I'm married with 3 kids and I live up north in Manchester.
Okay. And so Tobore, so you guys, this is Tobore. Just in case you don't know who Tobore is, she runs a charity. It's now a charity, right? It's now a registered charity.
Yes,
And it's called Nigerian Charitable
Interest Company.
Is that what CIC means?
Yes.
Oh. So she's the founder of Nigerian Women in the UK, a charitable interest company. That's a long one, though. So, guys, it's Nigerian Women in the UK, and if you are a female and you live out here in the UK and you are not part of this group, you don't even understand what you're missing. So I'm talking to Tobore about her amazing group and all the work that she does. Tobore, so I think my first question is, were you born here or when did you arrive here from our beautiful country, Nigeria?
I arrived here when I was 16 years old. I first came when I was 6, on holiday with my mom, and then went back. And then I migrated when I was 16. That's when I came.
So you've been here since you were 16. So I'm not going to ask you your age. I think we shouldn't ask women their age, but you've been here a few decades, right?
Yes. Almost 3 decades.
Almost 3 decades. So that's a long time. And so do you remember when you came here, did you integrate properly or was it difficult? Do you remember?
I didn't really mix much with people. I stayed with my uncle and my auntie, who I went out to call dad and mom. They're amazing, amazing people. They raised me. I was the only child at home. I was the little one at home. All my cousins had left home. So it was just the 3 of us. And I would go to college. My dad had my timetable. So literally, I had to be home within 15 minutes of finishing my last class.
So you had to finish and race home?
Yes. And it was close by. So, if you are more than 20 minutes, it's like, where did you go? I just used to come and go home. So that was it really. And I have a really large family in the UK. I have lots of cousins. So we're always, and then I'm Urobo. I'm from Delta State, and our community, we always have loads of parties and events. So I was always going to parties, events. There was always something to do. So I really did not feel homesick. I was always with cousins, and it was nice.
I think that's what I was trying to get at. I was wondering because I came when I was much older, and like you, I had people here, so the landing was soft. Right? So, yes, I missed home because obviously I came as a full-grown adult. But I didn't really... obviously, we all had to go through the paths of you do these jobs that you're thinking, if you guys knew me in Nigeria, you would know that this is not even what I should be doing. You know what I mean? Because it's worse when you come as a full-grown adult because you're back home, you probably had your nice job, and then you came here maybe to further your studies or whatever, but... So we all had to go through that path. So you're saying that you didn't really have to because you were a lot younger when you came and you had college.
Well, having said that, even while I was at uni, like there was a time I was cleaning, I was working at the Hilton in Cardiff. I was cleaning the rooms and I was carrying this heavy duvet, and I'm quite little, my arms are little, and I was carrying this huge double duvet and I was trying to stick it in, and I was thinking to myself, your dad has money back home. What are you doing?
Yes, that's the thing. And most people who come it's a rude shock because, like, I know one of my cousins, when she came here, she was working for one of the big banks in Lagos, right? Yeah. One of the and she had her job, she had her driver, everything. She now came here and went back into the banking industry. Said her manager was one tiny young girl, and she left. She quit.
Oh wow.
She could. Do you understand? She just could not take. She could not under. She just couldn't take the. Because here you just have to like eat humble pie, and just get on with it. But it's not everybody, can deal with that. So you kind of like integrated properly. I mean, you did the jobs like that we all did, but it wasn't like you weren't feeling like really homesick. So Tobore, I think for me, the reason why I felt like you were the best person to talk to was because of this Nigerian Women, the UK organization that you run. Why? How did you even birth that? What made you even think, you know what, let me try and do this? Tell us about that journey.
So, growing up, I experienced some sort of domestic abuse growing up. So, that was when the activist in me was born. I was like, women should not be going through this. This is wrong. I'm going to help people. I would see our driver beating his son mercilessly, and I would go screaming to my dad, "Dad, you have to stop this. You have to stop that man." And then my dad would be like, "No, it's their family problem." I'm like, I wish I was bigger. I would arrest this man, And all the things that I saw around me, my dad too, and my mom, they used to really get into it. And, and that's why when women say, "Oh, I'm staying for my kids," I tell them no. Because I told my mom when I was 10, I said, "Mom, divorce him and leave."
Really? When you were that young? You were feisty, and you guys, you have to see Tobore. Tobore is tiny. So I can't even imagine. Really? So you were that feisty?
I was. Oh, no, I was. Anything to do with, I think my mom was teasing me once that she was going to take me for circumcision. Oh my God, I was livid. I was like, "You can't dare it. You won't try that."
Are you serious?
Throwing things around. And I can imagine a Nigerian child throwing things around. It doesn't happen, right?
Even at that age.
She was laughing. She was like, "You, this girl, you're just too much. You're too extra." Right? So I was always like, fighting for everybody's rights.
Yeah, so injustice. Injustice.
When it comes to my rights, I don't fight. When it comes to me, I let people do whatever they want to do and just do it and go. But when it comes to others, I can't hold it in. So about 9 years ago, I was on Facebook, and I kept on seeing all these stories about children being abused in Nigeria, and I thought, I'm not going to just keep writing or it is well and all of those. I was like, no, I have to do something. I may not be able to do much because I'm in the UK, but from wherever I am, I'm sure there's something little I can do. And that's how I first birthed End Child Sexual Abuse in Nigeria.
Okay, so that was your first, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a Facebook group, and I have a Facebook page, and that's when I started. I was like, okay, what people that need help? Anybody that I saw that needed help. If somebody was raped, if somebody was being beaten, somebody was being abused, I would get in there, connect them to the right people that can help them, protect them. So we've rescued so many children over the years that have been victims of sexual abuse, physical abuse, and women helped them leave their abusers, help them start up new businesses, pay for accommodation for them, do all sorts of things. So I was doing all that in Nigeria, and I thought, you know what, let me also do something here.
So you were doing that in Nigeria from here?
From here, yes.
Because, Tobore, that's one thing, that's something, and I have to stop you there for now. But that's one thing. Sometimes I feel helpless because I feel like I'm so far away. So one time I thought, you know what, I could set up a refuge. People were like, refuge. Do you understand? You can't do it from here. So you're saying that it is possible to make a significant impact, not just sending money. We can all change money and send.
Yeah.
But so you were doing all that from here. So this End Child Sexual Abuse, was it child sexual abuse or just child abuse?
It was End Child Sexual Abuse in Nigeria. That's what I named it was to promote, so it was to teach people, was to prevent, as well as rescue. So on the page we teach and say, okay, if your child is uncomfortable with an adult, do something about it. So just telling parents things that can help them. Also, I use my page, my own personal page, a lot.
Yeah.
So people now know me. So if there's anybody hurting anywhere now, people will just tag me. People will tag me in different states in Nigeria.
I see that.
And even if I don't know anyone there, I'll make a post and say, I need help in Kogi. I need help in Benue. This has happened in Ogun State. This has happened in this state. So over time, I've been able to make connections with people in different states that can help people in different with different issues. So I've been doing that for that'll be about 9 years now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And then I started Nigerian Women in UK in 2019.
Oh wow.
February 2019. Yes.
So what made you start? What made you start that? What made you?
I was like, all the things I'm doing in Nigeria, I would like to do them here as well. That was one. The second thing was, I wanted to go to a party and I'm not really much of a party goer. So at that point, I think it was I go to like one party a year. So
Tobore, you're young. Why are you going to one party a year? You're not.
I just like to be home. I like to be on the internet helping people, but in my bed helping people.
Yeah.
That's me. So I was like, I need to do makeup. I don't even know who to call. I need to make a dress. I don't know who to call. So I was like, you know what? I need to build a better network. Like business women. We are the Nigerian business women. What's going on? And I was like, I need to pull my friends together. So, and I said, okay, I want to do this. And I prayed about it. And it was like, okay, focus on Nigerian women and across the UK.
Okay.
And so that was why I came up with, okay, Nigerian women in the UK. I will do this, and it will be and this is, what it will be. And when I started, I called all my friends, each one. I didn't just add people to the group.
Yeah.
I called people.
Personally,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I explained to them my vision, told them what I was doing, told them what I wanted to do it, and I asked for their help, and they were all like, yes, I'm in. So that was how I started it. So I started with a lot of my friends, because I actually had quite a big network already. And I have a lot of friends from my secondary school that I'm still friends with. So they are the ones everybody's kind of supportive. So we all just came together, and a lot of people I've met here. So that's how we started it, and it's been growing.
I think it's amazing and I think it's very good that when you set up something, you actually speak to people first so that they see your vision, they buy into you, they know you're serious. Then they know that if they're supporting you, it's not just, okay, let's just support Tobore. We know that she's passionate about this thing. So I like that you contacted your close people to just say, this is it. So you guys, I need you guys to come and help me. And however you can contribute, you can contribute. So that was in 2019.
Yes.
So how did it grow to such a massive group? How many members do you have as we speak? Because I'm sure people are joining every day. Roughly, do you know?
Right now, we have about 17,000 members. But for the first few years, I put the group on private. And the reason I did that was because there's a button you can click on Facebook that says not to be found or something, private not to be found, something like that. So I didn't want the group to grow too big in the beginning. It was, we wanted us to grow slowly. I wanted to build a foundation. I didn't want to just explode.
Have one massive group, one big group that you can't control anything. Okay.
So we started off and we maintained those numbers. We were under 1,000 for about 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was when we got to 1,000. By then, I'd put in some things in place with the people I was working with. And we had put in, I'd said, okay, I think at first I only had 2 WhatsApp groups, and then over time those grew, and then by the time I was like, okay, now I'm ready. Now we hit 1,000. I was like, now I'm ready. So then I went back to Facebook and I clicked that thing where it says you can now show the group to people. So it was at that point we now started growing.
So the numbers just went
up.
Yeah.
Because Facebook was now advertising the group to people, so people could then join. So people would then see all the different groups going on, and then they join.
Okay. Wow. So the growth is this kind of massive growth is in the last couple of years. Yes. Okay, let's just talk about because I'm a member, I know what you do, but obviously this is for everyone, including non-members. Can we just talk about some of the things that you do, some of the initiatives that you do? I know that the one that I know about is a lot of women that come from Nigeria have issues, all sorts of issues. Can we talk about the Japa people first? Because that is one side. I know we can talk about a few other initiatives that you have going.
So when I started it was more about a network for us here, just to get to know each other and support each other, businesses help each other, make friends, travel, and just to have that network, home away from home. But over time, we saw this massive explosion with the COS. And so we then had a massive influx of people coming in.
So that's a certificate of, what is that?
Sponsorship.
For people that are coming in from Nigeria. Okay.
Yeah, so those are the people that are just jackmad.
Yes.
So they came in with the COS. And that influx came in with a lot of issues. And so a lot of them, I believe, were also finding a place, a sanctuary. And that's where we then became
their home, basically.
Yeah, yes. So every day the questions, the posts were always about I need COS, I need COS, or I need help with accommodation, or I need help with childcare, or I need a job, or I need. So these were the issues that people were having. So it was a thing of okay, these are the problems. How can we solve them? So we set up chat groups. So there's an accommodation chat. So if you need accommodation, you go there, you chat. If you're a landlord, go there and post your place for rent. So
Okay.
people that need it can find the information they need. If you are if you want to, if you can help people look after their kids, pick up their kids from school, use the childcare chat. If you're looking for a childminder, use the childcare chat. There's another chat on, there's general inquiries, and then we have another one for parents with children that have special needs. So we've had
That's
a lot of.
important. Yeah.
Yes, so we've had that as well. So we have a chat for each section that we believe will be helpful to people and anything they want to know. Also, we've moved from WhatsApp because there was a week we had 3 WhatsApp groups hacked.
Really.
Yeah, it was a problem. There was a period like groups were just getting hacked all the time. So what we decided to do was move to Telegram. It's more secure. You can hide your phone numbers, and so since we've moved for 2 years now, we've not had any cases of anybody hacking any groups. So we moved to Telegram, and we have 14 Telegram groups across the UK based on location, so that people can meet locally. So if you have any question about your location, or if you want to meet up, like in the Manchester group, we met up 6 times last year. We went to different events. We had picnics. We went to dinner. We went out to different places. So in my local Telegram, I said to the ladies, I said, I'm going for a massage on Saturday. Who wants to come along? And one person said, and we went together. And we had a nice time out. So it's a place for you to. A lot of people say they are lonely. They don't have friends.
UK is not easy. UK is not easy at all, especially when you've just come.
Yes,
it's not easy.
It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to make friends. It's an opportunity for you to have a network of people. And there was a post I made. Funny enough, I made a post about this today in the group, and I said, look, this group, it's a networking opportunity.
I saw that post.
Yeah. I was like, not one person cannot be everything to you.
Absolutely.
You might have a friend that you go for dinner with. You have one that you have brunches with. You have one that you go do your nails with. You have one you go.
You have your travel buddy.
You have your travel buddy. You can have different friends for different things. But because I spoke to about 3 different women today, and they were all crying on the phone, and they were like, "Oh, I'm so lonely. I have no one to talk to. I have no friend." I'm like, that should not. At this point, that should not really be the.
You should be able to meet people and compartmentalize them. Some people you tell your secrets, some people you don't. But to say you don't have friends, you've got to. I think that's also something a lot of our women, when they come from back home, they've left their families, they've left their friends. They kind of struggle to start, making brand new friends as grown-ups. Some people struggle with that. So, So I saw that. So you have the Telegram groups dealing with different issues depending, per location. So each location has, okay. So they're dealing with a lot of the COS issues. What other incentives do you have? I know there's an academy.
Well, we're setting up a Navigate UK Academy because we realize that a lot of the people, when they come, they get into trouble with the law, with their driving, with tickets on the train, with all sorts of little issues. Some people are driving, they don't know they're meant to get road tax and little things like that. Or if they're not driving the car, they don't know they should do a son. Just lots of different little issues. So we're
to us it's little, but to them it's like, Okay.
So we've put in everything together and doing different modules on you and employment, you and like driving, you and just the general law, you and your children, the educational system. So we're trying to cover as many modules as possible in that. We also currently have the Mentorship Academy, which is running the first cohort. We've done it over 6 months. We're going to see how it goes and then see how we can improve it for the next cohort. But basically, each person has had a mentor and to help them with their CV, just give them advice, just help them with their careers. Apart from that, we also have a safeguarding team. So whenever case of social services, or if they're having issues with their child being bullied, or if there's any issues with school or any sort of safeguarding issue, they contact us. We put them in touch with our team. The team helps them resolve it. There was one that we battled for about 3 months to get the kids back. We've done a lot of cases like that. But we always try to help with that. We have a domestic abuse support group as well. Where if the women are going through abuse, they're able to talk to us. We're able to give them the best advice we can, point them in the right direction just to help ease things going on. We do a lot of webinars as well, a lot of informative webinars. We've done on employment, we've done on CV writing, we're doing one soon on networking and personal branding, on how to open a care home, how to apply for NHS jobs.
Chat GPT, by the way, woohoo! I attended that one.
So we do a lot of webinars because information is key. A lot of people, they get into a lot of trouble because they don't know things, and you don't know it. If you don't know, you don't know it.
Yeah.
But it's important that we get the information to people as fast as possible in the most efficient way possible. And so that's why we spend our time arranging all these things and trying to get it out there to them so that they can have that knowledge and be able to fly.
Yeah.
I've heard some people complain that people say, "Oh, I suffered, so you must suffer too."
No.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, you don't have to. I think for me, what I would say, and I think somebody reached out to me about doing a clip. I think my clip, what I'm going to just say is everybody, there's a rite of passage. It doesn't mean that it's suffering, but I feel that some people come in and they're comparing themselves to the other. Everybody has their own journey. So be patient. Your time, you will. Some people came and they landed top jobs immediately. Some people, not everybody's going to do that. So we are in competition with ourselves sometimes and putting undue pressure on ourselves. So you have all these things. How are you able to even be sane and navigate? Because sometimes when I see the things that are done in the group, I'm like, this woman is, I don't know whether you're a superwoman. How are you able to navigate all these things, all these different incentives that you have running and not go mad?
I have really amazing people supporting me, and I think that's the most important thing. You give people, they're all volunteers. We have about 50 volunteers in the group. We have Telegram admins, we have Facebook moderators, we have project administrators, social media helpers. So everyone has put up their hand and said, look, I'm part of this. I really want to do something. I really want to help my community. How can I get involved? And we've involved them, and they're doing great. They're doing really amazing.
Yeah.
They're really supporting the women and helping me, making sure that we're achieving all that we want to do.
That is your vision. So it's really all about supporting each other in the UK and obviously in Nigeria, because by virtue of us being here, we can, hopefully help more people. But I just want to say that I think that group is amazing. I'm not really a big fan of groups, but that one is amazing. And whenever I go, and I like the fact that it's very diverse. You have people that are talking about their COS. You have people that are talking about, who is in town or who wants to go clubbing this weekend. I saw that one. I was like, if I was in Birmingham, I would have gone. You have people traveling. It's just a place for any woman who's out here in the UK who everybody needs something. Everybody needs, so you cannot, and that's what you were saying, one person cannot, first of all, be everything to you. Everybody needs something. So there's something in that group for everybody if you just hang in there. So for International Women's Day, I thought, you know what, I'm going to talk to you, recognize you, because you are amazing. And I will continue to, if I know of anybody, I will tell them, go and join, And I like Tobore. I like things like about wills, telling people, write your wills, join unions. These are things that, most groups wouldn't really talk about. So it's very diverse, and I think it's amazing. Is there a Nigerian Men in the UK?
There is.
Okay. No, I'm just wondering whether when the men, if they have anything going. Okay. So let's...
There are other groups for men as well, because I have a colleague who came to talk to us this year in January about communication. His name is Keye Uduneye. He's into communication, and he has his own charity for men.
Okay.
Where he is trying to raise the next generation of men to be different, to do different. So he's focusing on them, which is quite good. because he's a young man that's grown up here too, and he has seen that we can make a positive change by getting them.
Yeah. Yeah,
done.
because why I was asking was even because I had a podcast with somebody, and we were talking about the women, how the women come here, they're empowered, right? And at some point, and I'm going to post that podcast soon. I can't remember. I don't know what day I've scheduled it, but I can't remember. But it was something that we were talking about, how sometimes the women come and they're getting all the support, right? And rightly so, and rightly so. But it could also come up with its own difficulties, right? If everybody, I'm talking about the Japa people, not even just Japa people, everybody really in the UK. Okay, is there anything else we should be talking about? This is not going to be a fast one. Guys, Tobore is very shy, so I am not going to drag her. If not, Tobore, I've dragged you out today. I will not ask you too many questions. I don't make you uncomfortable. I know you don't like to, you're very humble. You don't like to even show your face. You're behind the scenes, so I won't keep you for too long. But is there anything you would want to say to women in the UK, the Japa people or the ones that are out here? What can we be doing to help each other, thrive? Because if one person thrives, we all thrive, really. Do you have any last minute words of encouragement or advice?
Yeah, I think we just need to really be kinder to each other. Give the next person a chance. If it's someone and they're acting funny, it might be that they're actually just having a bad day.
Absolutely.
And it might not be personal. And if you had met them under different circumstances, it will be completely different. So let's just try to give each other the benefit of a doubt, but also try and be kind to each other. And try not to throw each other under the bus. We really need each other. And, if you've met someone and you feel like you cannot build with them, then just let them go. Don't string them along. Don't try to be abusive, And another thing is, please get therapy. It's important. We were traumatized growing up, all of us.
You know what? It's ridiculous because I was talking to somebody yesterday. I was before we started recording. I was telling you that I recorded something yesterday. She's a psychiatrist, and we were rambling on, and we started talking about therapy, and we talked about therapy. Like, we don't understand what we are carrying. Just because we managed to just do you understand, keep pushing, as I keep saying, keep pushing. We are carrying a lot.
Yes.
A lot of women are carrying a lot.
We need therapy. And don't think, it's for mad people. No.
Absolutely.
It's not. I think that's the way we're brought up to think. But it's not. It's good for all of us. And if you grow up in Nigeria, you are definitely traumatized.
Whether you want to accept or not. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's good to just get some therapy. It'll make you a better person. You'll be happier. And you treat people around you better. But I think we just need to keep pushing, keep supporting each other, keep moving forward, and keep thriving. And
I think grace, what you were saying, just give each other grace. I feel like, men like to say women don't like each other. And yes, we hear that all the time. But women, we're nurturers and we do care. But life just gets in the way, and some of us just let life change who we really are. So I think if we were nicer, kinder, more patient, less quick to write people off, because we too were carrying our own, I think we would do better. So just for us to just support each other in whatever way possible. If somebody asks you for something and you can help, then help, or don't judge them. And if you can't help them, allow them, like you said, to just go in peace and not be mean and add to their trauma.
Yes.
Tobore, it's been lovely speaking to you, and thank you so much. I know that I harassed you. I'm going to schedule this for Monday, because I feel this is a time for us to, this Monday or the next one. I'll figure it out. But I just want to say thank you so much for everything you do, and I see you and I appreciate you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys. So thanks for listening. Guys, listen, comment, share. If you're in the UK, join Nigerian Women in the UK. Nigerian Women in UK, right? There's no the. Nigerian Women in UK CIC. Join and just see. Just join and just see. And see how you can help. And then you can get help too if you need help. So yes, everybody, until next time, I'm leaving you with peace, love, happiness, and more kindness and love. We need to spread love. I think that's how we're going to leave it. Love is the message.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Until next time, take care and catch up soon.